No.
はい。
Morning, Robert.
Well, what are you thinking, people watching me? Am I the most handsome old man you've ever seen? No, I'm joking, of course. Okay, what am I trying to do? I want to see. No, do I want to see that? No, I don't want to see that yet. Where the hell is the sun? Today we're bringing some stuff to an auction house to sell. A little baby step in trying to get rid of a lot of the stuff that we have here. But we will see. Okay, what am I doing? I'm going over here. No, I don't want that. I want this. No, I don't want that. I want this. Edit, delete, 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 move, move, trash. See how easy that is? Appear to throw things away. Delete, delete, trash. Good, done.
Chicken sausage.
Hey Melissa, how are you? Sorry, I was doing a drawing. So maybe tomorrow, if I get my frickin' act together, I'll send this pen to you for you to try out. I don't really have. I'll see if I have another flexible pen, or maybe send a different kind of a pen, a really fine one. But again, I don't quite know. I don't quite know what I have here. What is this pen like? I'll take a picture of these and put the prices what they are next to them and show you the line quality they make, because there may be other ones here that you like as well. You might like as well to try out. They're all so different, you know. They're also they're also different. And I think what I like to do with new people that are interested in older pens is to try to send a group of maybe 3 and have you compare and contrast and try out and things like that. There's one most likely that you'll love, and there's another one that you'll probably initially say, you know, one will be too hot, one will be too cold, one will be just right. But the more you play with the just right one and go back to the other ones, you're going to say, gee, there is something about this one that's too cold. Actually, I kind of like cold oatmeal, and vice versa. I like my tongue being burned. It's a nice sizzly sound it makes, you know, when it's hot. So, and then just send back the ones you don't want. But I think, again, I think that having a choice, not between 3 things that are identical, but 3 things that are very different, I think are kind of fun. Oh, okay. Yeah, Edward Hopper I love his paintings a lot. I don't know really anything about what these artists were like in their personality. I've never really bothered to learn, but just based on his paintings, I would think he would be kind of quiet and depressed. I don't know if he'd add a lot to the yes, a lot of life to the party. Hold on, my food.
I'll be very, very careful. Would you rather do it?
There's a cow here.
Well, there's a lot of food there.
No, fucking something like that. So they can watch me masticate.
That's right, you want to it's called masticating, isn't it?
Masticate. Yeah. Melissa, you like to watch me masticate, don't you? You might, yeah. Sausage. When I get back to Boston, Melissa, I'll ask you again because that's where I'm recording the dinner parties. Live for watching men masticate. So what's it like in Michigan today?
Carefully, carefully.
Well, it's sunny here today. It was very warm yesterday. Sorry, my munching. You have kids, Melissa?
There's a little bit of damage right here. Just a little bit.
God, kids. Cool.
Well, there must have been wallpaper up here.
Uh,
Is there wallpaper up here?
There was wallpaper there once, Todd, wasn't
Yeah,
there?
there sure was, because that's some wallpaper coming off, for sure.
Brown and white stripe.
Yep. There was probably a wallpaper along here
Oh.
that came off from
Oh, good. Yeah, they're easier. They don't have to go to the best colleges. You can send them to a vocational school and they won't know the difference. Kitty, you didn't get into Harvard. I'm so sorry. I'm sending you to Wentworth Institute.
Right above the thing. Yeah, it's out here now. Hey, why is that on the floor? That's not good.
What? I don't know. The cat must have knocked it over.
Well, that's worth a lot of money. Your dad told me. Your dad told me to be very, very careful with that.
what?
Well, come here. Why is this on the floor like that?
What?
That pot
What is it?
on the stand, the cat must
I
have.
can't hear a thing anyone's saying.
I'm not gonna go over there and touch it. I'm not. That's got me worried.
The cat knocked it over, I'm sure.
I know it did. It needs to be put where it can be kept from the cat hurting me. Because every time I cleaned in here, your dad told me, be careful with that. Be careful. Make sure the cat can't hurt that.
What thing?
I hope it's not broken. I'm not going to.
The Santa Fe pot
No.
was knocked over.
Put it there.
I'll keep it. Oh, don't put it up there. The cat can knock it down.
Then you put it where you think it belongs.
Hey, Todd, where should we put this to keep it safe?
Anywhere.
Oh, you don't think it's as valuable as your dad did?
Maybe back where it was, by the TV.
To rock climb. Okay. Well, rock climbing is, they know how to land on their feet. And they have those 9 lives going for them, so. I don't think we need to worry, Melissa. So do you think you might like if I have a really fine pen, do you think you'd like to try one of those? I don't don't know if I do, but I'm just trying to. Maybe, Melissa, what you can do is do something like this with all of your pens, is make your J shape. Using all of your pens sort of the same size. But the J, just take most of your pens, not all of them, you don't have to do all, but most of the pens you like using, and make a J trying to be the show the variety of line. Take a picture of it and send it to me, to my email, and I'll do the same thing with my the pens I'm going to send you, and just sort of so you can see the range. You might see there might be a pen that is just too similar to what you have. Got a runny nose. Okay, good. You don't worry about making the J perfect, of course. Just do, you just want to see the variation of line. And if all of them look sort of not as thin as I think you might like, I'll send you a pen that's very fine. Maybe you'll like that one. Okay, I'm going to go take my plate in to get more coffee, blow my nose, and I'll be right back.
Oh, that is like the best idea.
With their families, just keep them there for a little bit. No, actually, no, we don't want that. I think they should put all of the anti-maskers and anti-vaxxers in the Trump hotels. Just put them up there. You know, these are all your people. They'd love it. They could go to the slot machines and kill each other. Okay. Make sure that one of them is the most flexible pen you've got. I just want to see what that is. and maybe make one the finest pen you have. And I realize I can't tell how fine they are unless you somehow measure them, but I don't want you to go through that trouble. Okay, what am I doing, Pure? I'm looking at my thing. I'm not paying attention to my audience. And I dreamt of Florida last night. I dreamt of being in Paris, and I was at a flea market. But I didn't realize it was a flea market. I thought it was just a junkyard, so I was just taking things, and realized only after the fact that it was a flea market. But it just happened to be closed that day. Okay, let me see what I'm doing here. Today, I need to work on a watercolor as soon as my brain all completely wakes up. And I have to see if I know how to make this Adobe Photoshop fancy version actually work. My beautiful watercolor. Okay. So Melissa, I have to check. Did you actually send me an email? Or did you send me via some other thing? I can't remember how this works. Too many things. Where people can send me things. Oh, there you go. You sent me it via that. It's fine. Okay, they all seem pretty similar, actually. You sent me an email? Let me just take a look. Just tried to find it, and I don't think I did. God, I've got a bunch of fucking shit. There, I found it. Yay. It was just way. I've got, every time I go on YouTube, I get an email saying, I'm on YouTube. Yeah, I know. So let me find some pens for you here. And maybe I can get these off to you tomorrow. In terms of like whether something is small or big or fat or short, doesn't make any difference to you, or does it? Are you going to be picky like Ms. Marilyn? I think what I want to do is I just want you to try lots of different nibs. So I'm not going to worry myself about what they look like so much in terms of whether they're short or skinny or okay. There's one red Schaefer that I think I might like to send you because it's very long and thin, but it's also very pretty. Pretty usually means more money, but I have one that is the same but all solid black. But black is beautiful. The black one has a nice nib too. Just hope these all have sacks on them. So these all are about the same. And over here. This one is going to you. This one, what's this one like? This is a little ladies hard rubber pen with a warranted nib. It is it's flexible. So we'll send that one with you. Let's see. A Rexall pen. red one. This one, the red one, it's really fine. This one. They're all going to be a little different. So let me make a little thing and send it to you right now. If I can find a piece of paper that I like. I'm just going to use regular typing paper or printer paper. Nothing too. This paper is really nice, but it's sort of porous. So I'm going to try to use paper that is close to what you might have without looking too far. Okay, so let's try the skyline first. I think I said $75 for that one. Skyline. We'll do the Parker red. Because it's red, it's a pretty color. A Schaefer red. Some of these pen prices, you may wonder why is he thinking he's thinking? I'm being spoiled. Schaefer black. This is Schaefer short black. Even the ones that are kind of firm here are going to be way more inky. Yankee ring top. It's a pretty sweet nib. Oh, yeah, I knew that there was something a little funny. This one has a history to it, Melissa. You can make up your own history. See where someone took an axe and removed the personalized name on it. So this pen belonged to a very nice young lady, little old lady. Her name was, let's just pretend her name was, what's an antique name? Maud Jones. And the little ruffian named on the street, lived down the street from her, was named Mark Finney. Mark Finney is a real person who beat me up one day. I didn't understand it. I've been beat up once in my life by Mark Finney. I suddenly found myself on the ground with this guy punching me, and I didn't know what to do. I was just so shocked. I just thought, like, what could I possibly have done to deserve this? So anyway, Mark Finney, after he beat me up, he went down to this little lady's house and waited in the bushes by her mailbox. And she came out with her little cane, and he pushed her over, went through her purse, found this pen, took it home and thought, oh my God, it has her name on it. They're going to find me. So he took out his mother's best butcher knife and took her name off. Then he went back with the butcher knife and chopped her up into little pieces. You can make whatever kind of story you want with this. But most pen collectors would say that's a deal breaker right there. But I think it's kind of neat. So, and it has a really, really nice nib on it. See, the skyline is at the top, and the one with the jagged bit is at the bottom. A Schiavello. You'll write a story about it. So anyway, so these are 5 pens, and you may want to buy them all. You might want to buy some of them. You may tell me right now, I said, I really don't need to pay. I'm happy. Let me see, do I have another really fine nib? I think I need to give you another fine nib. There's only one fine nib there, and it's the expensive Schaefer. Let me see if I can find a cheaper. How are you doing, Schiavello? Here's a cute little golf pen. This is a pen that was marketed for people that play golf. So you could put these in your little bloomers. And they're very cute. I'll put it on here anyway. Schaefer Golf Short. Schaefer Golf Pen. It's really darling. I don't know if hold on. These two Frederick wanted, but I may have put the cap on the wrong one. I have to look under the microscope at these. This is a Lifetime. These are both Lifetime pens with the white dots. And I just have to see if this one is a Lifetime nib, but I can't tell in the gloom here. So Schiavello, you're as good as you can be. Well, that's all we can ask. We can't yet ask you to be better than you can be, but we can hope that you will get better. I'm just going to cross that one out. That golf pen. Let me just see if I have another really, really fine nib here, because right now the only fine nib is in that red one, and that red one ends up costing more. Just because it's red. And Schiavello likes red, as do many people. So I think we're just going to leave it at that. What is this one? Let's just see what this is. It's another Skyline. Really, really stiff. Okay, I guess that's it. So I will take a picture of these right now and send them to you. I'll be right back. So, Como, who are you? Blue is actually, well, I don't have any blue pens. Blue is kind of a rare color in pens, antique pens anyway. Como, do I know you, Como, in the real world? Have you visited here before? I can't remember. You must know me because you know that I'm being fed in Minnesota. So, but I don't know who you are. I'll be right back. Come on, stand up here. Come on. Find a piece of flat land in my house here. Okay. I feel like I'm in the captain's chair of a 747. You know, if they climb in and wedge their feet. I feel like that's where I always have to do that to get to wherever I'm going in my life. Select 1, 2, mail, E, L, I. Okay, cancel. Let me delete draft. Let me find your email address here. Gmail. Okay, look. Let's go back down here. M. Smith. Hello, it's Melissa. M. Smith. So your email starts with an L and ends with a D. It does. Why? Why does it do that? Are you under some sort of witness protection program? Did you witness Mark Finney slaughter that woman? Is that how that happened? Pen name. Okay. So it's the George Sand for you. Is that it? It's your version of George Sand. Oh, you found me through WASCII. So what sort of pens do you like, Como? If you're still here, would you like to join us here? Would anyone like to join us? Copy to clipboard. Parker, you can join us. You don't have to talk. You can just do sign language. Okay, Melissa, you have your, or should I say Lucas, you have your pens. I'm Muskie Squirrel posted a nice little picture of him in the wherever the hell he was, Montana, climbing around in the mountains. Well, if you want, I can just send the skyline. I don't need to send any of the other ones. Well, I'll look at them. Maybe I'll send you two. Maybe I'll pick the two most different. But now you've got a story about the that the axe murderer, that the cleaver killer. Yankee ring top is what I meant to write. You can't read my writing. Yankee ring top. Well, they're both very different kinds of flex. The ring top is a little bit easier to flex, but it's also a little tiny bit more fragile. I guess Como went away. Schiavello, are you here still or no? Look at me, I'm an old man. These were my dad's pillboxes, and since he no longer needs them, I'm using them for my 3 pills I take. I used to just take 1, but 3 now for the rest of my life, my natural life. Okay, now I'm requiring power. someone I follow on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, YouTube, drives me crazy. He's very much a old world man who thinks old world male and female, stereotypical relationships is the only way that should be allowed. And his comment was, he reposted something. A woman, period, a black man, period, a white man, an old man, a young man, a skinny man, a fat man, a pastor, all fighting to destroy the feminism that has destroyed our world. Even if it was only one day, this was nothing short of a miracle. First of all, I missed that day. So I said, of course I'm confused, but someone can explain how feminine, I should say, can someone explain? Let me see if I can edit this. I don't know if I can. It's okay, whatever. But someone can explain to me how feminism destroyed the world and how it was fixed for a day. On that day were unicorns skipping under rainbows and birds chirped more beautifully. I may have overslept that day. I seem to see overconsumption, deforestation, and ice caps melting, which might be more due to men than feminists, but I'm sure it will be explained. Now, I don't know how to edit this. I don't want to double tap it to like it. I want to edit it. Well, they can read around the typos. I had this. Did I read you the comment about the Dr. Seuss book thing that I posted in Facebook? The original posting on a YouTube, well, I think it was Fox News. I don't know why I got notification of it, but I looked at it and it was a Fox News article about, YouTube article about Dr. Seuss being removed. And someone wrote back saying, they removed Dr. Seuss, but they keep transgender books or transsexual books on the shelves. So my comment was, my thoughtful, I'd like to say, comment was, I think transsexual books might be more important to have on a shelf than Dr. Seuss. And someone responded, M. Glass responded, a woman can never be a man and a man can never be a woman. You can't change your DNA or bone structure. So I responded, see, we need books on transsexual topics as simple explanations that you provide do not do the trick. And then he responded, all you have to do is look down to see if you're a man or a woman, I guess. Anyway, I responded back to him, I think you should speak with a transgender friend about this. If you don't have one, find one and ask them what their experience was and is. I think they might expand your view about how to see the world. It isn't as black and white as some might wish. There's subtlety in human sexuality, just as there are in most things. One size fits all, or two sizes, may not be enough for everyone. Calm, thoughtful response. Then I'll go find a friend or two that eats poop. I mean, it would be rather close-minded of me not to, wouldn't it? And I responded, why am I not surprised that you have friends that eat poop? And then again, I say, again, you prove the need for an inclusion of books that explain the very complicated subject of sexual identity. Bite me. These people go around, they need to get bigger blinders because the world that is around them is way too complicated. Don't get me started. So anyway, I don't know how feminism has destroyed the world. Yes, it may have destroyed your world, your little make-believe imaginary world that never existed. He also at one point posted, when I was a kid, I didn't know anyone that had parents that were divorced. Well, I knew one, but I told that to a friend, and he said, yeah, I didn't know anyone either, but I did see a lot of very unhappy marriages. So let's live unhappily. And of course, they all loved Trump, who had, I don't know how many wives. Do you promise, Donald J. Trump, to love, cherish, obey, blah, blah, for the rest of time?
I do. I love you, Melissa, Melania. I love you. Stormy. Can I just call you Stormy for short? Because that's the name that I always think of when I'm having sex with you. You have beautiful, stormy sex.
Blood, get down to your head or wherever it's supposed to go.
Are you talking to me?
I'm talking to my blood.
Oh, blood, get down your head.
Circulatory system.
Okay, I get it.
Sometimes it's slow. My 3/4 roommate in Boston does a really, really good Trump impersonation. And I wanted to do a video with him for a while about me trying to sell Trump a pen. And you just see the hands and the voices talking. And I borrowed a bunch of Goya canned goods from my neighbors to put on the desk, so we'd have to move those out of the way, and Trump would say,
No, they have to stay right here. They're really beautiful company. They're really great. They're great.
etc. And then I talk about the size of his hands and how maybe a smaller pen would be better and things like that. And but now Trump is out of office, and I think the time has passed for that. I could always pretend I did it while he was in office, but I thought that I'll end up selling him a little golf pen like this because, of course, it'll make his hands look bigger because it's a tiny pen.
And
Mr. President, sir, see how well it writes, and he just, look how well it writes the number 1. You get lots of holes in one, I bet.
I'm the best at that. Down at Mar-a-Lago, I get a hole in one all the time.
Well, should I go in the other room and finish my watercolor or what? Someone responded to my comment. Don't you think women use paper, eat too much, or cause global warming?
Somewhere. I don't know where he is, but he's out there somewhere. He's visiting the neighbor.
I have to look at something here. I have to find out what I'm responding to. Okay, the original comment was Apesh, all fighting to destroy the feminism that has destroyed our world. The only thing I might think that feminists did to harm the planet was burning bras. How about that? That a good comeback? But once freeing their bodies a bit, what's a good brassiere company? Playtex, Maidenform. Fewer undergarment, garment factories belched. Less smoke. Post there. we'll see what comes back of that. If you want to join in the fun on Instagram, it's George Bruno that posts these things. George did a very nice interview of me and some other people at a pen show. That's how I met him. But at the time, I didn't realize he was a male chauvinist person. It's only later in his postings did he say things like showing a picture of Melania, reptilian Melania Trump, with her squinty little eyes, saying, was there ever a more beautiful first lady? Now, he may have his taste. He might, if he said, I think she's the most beautiful first lady we've ever had, that would be fine. But implying that somehow this person it's hard to beat Mrs. Kennedy. I'm just saying. You got to do a lot to get better than her. Not just in physical beauty, but grace and style. Well, I've heard other people sort of suggest that the plants, the trees, the stuff that was in that section was sort of toward the end of its life. And it's like at Versailles, you know, how all of the trees are perfect, you know, on either side of the boulevards, and they're all symmetrical and stuff. When one dies, they take them all out. They just rip the whole avenue out of trees to plant new ones to make them all the same again. They can't put in a brand new 100-year-old whatever. They take them all out. And when you live in a house like the White House that has order and symmetry as part of its design, if one garden tree, not the big tree in the front, but yes, she's still trash. I mean, I'm not defending her, but if it was, I don't think she just woke up one day and said, I want this all gone. She might have listened to someone say, well, Mrs. Trump, this tree here is a little sick and it's, you know, whatever. She also probably thought, there's not going to be much of a legacy. What can I possibly do? I know, I'll rip this out. Who knows what goes on in her little mind. I think her tombstone should just say, fuck Christmas. Anyway, George Bruno did this YouTube thing about how men should marry a virgin and how other men's spooge that got into or onto the body of a woman destroys it, damages it, because it's living tissue, living little things, which, yeah, they're living, and you wash them off. They're gone. You know, like whatever. A cat rubs up against me and I'm not damaged. No, she wouldn't know it. Neither, certainly he doesn't. He just wants it to have his name on it and be in gold. It's the travesty of his changing the Presidential Medal of Honor or whatever from being United States of America, and then, Barack Obama, in little tiny letters at the bottom to remind who was president at the time that this medal was given. But Trump, United States of America, Trump. Ugh. Yeah, Trump is a Pez dispenser. Okay, I'm going to move little by little into the kitchen. Where's my thing? I need to move into the kitchen. Right here. I'm really hoping that I can take a picture of this and build it on my iPad rather than on this computer, but we'll find that out. Okay.
Hey. You want to walk? With, well, I didn't get a yes for the time. But, well, no, it's Lebanon Hill.
I knew we were gonna see it.
I think he would love it. The dog that is.
I don't even know where Lebanon Hill is. Where is Lebanon Hill?
Well, if you go to Troy's house, and on the road that goes to Troy's house, if you go like 3 more blocks to the east. Well, Lebanon Hills has a biking area, and that's where Troy bikes.
Oh, I see.
But they have a walking area too.
No, I gotta get this done.
Well, do you actually have to pass a test when you're elected? You get a. I mean, they've had a lot of people that aren't very healthy. It must be a new. I mean, 300-pound Taft couldn't have been very healthy. Well, yes, I can understand that. Confidence would be nice if it was. Okay, I'm going to do the following. Who else is in the room here? We've got Melissa. Who else is in here? Chat, chat. Type your names so I know who's here.
I think it's the day that we go to Lebanon. I think so. I think it's the day we go to Lebanon Hills. I think you're revving for it. Mom will go take it back. I'm gonna go back. Okay, so I'd say it's time to get our little butts in gear. Well, I don't have a little fat.
Yes, Melissa. Good girl. Good girl. Can I call you that? No, very nice of you to do that. Get people moving here. I've got to pee. You've got to pee. All God's children got to pee, pee, pee. No one else came in? Okay, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'll move you in to the other room. How's that for excitement? We'll go on a little field trip. get ready. I try not to be too bumpy. I'm not entirely positive whether this cord is on its last legs here. I've got 9% power here. It's not very much. Hardly, you're hardly intimidating. Anyone else say anything to me about that? Oh, PJ Mustang liked my post. My little. Okay, what am I trying to do? Photos. I'm running out of power, so I'm going to stop this now, Melissa, and just let it charge up. So you all be good.